Alright guys, so today I'll be teaching you how to tape a saber, and this is just the way I was kind of taught how to do it and how my current team does it. So if you guys do it differently or your team does it differently, then just do it that way, because everyone does their sabers differently. Like, I know so many ways how people tape their sabers, it's ridiculous. So if I'm doing it differently, don't get mad at me, because not everybody does it the same way, and just follow what your team does and all that. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? So these are the things you will need for this, for taping a saber. You will need scissors, because it's easier just to snip the tape instead of trying to like tear it with your teeth or whatnot. A screwdriver to screw in the screw at the end of the saber and the hilt, and white and black tape. You mostly need more white than black, but yeah, it's good to have lots of both. And then you need a saber. This is my saber, and this is the way I'll be showing you how to do it. But like I said, I know many ways. Like, I know one team that like did white this all through here and then kept this part silver, or they kept this side silver and then like made this side white, or they don't tape theirs white at all and they just mark the thirds. So yeah, everybody does it differently. So yeah, you just need a saber. Okay, let's go. Yeah, so here's my saber. I haven't untaped it yet or anything, but what you're going to do is you're going to take a long strand of white tape. You're not going to like coil it around like some people do, because that makes it heavier, and in my opinion that's harder to spin. So what you're going to do is take a long strip of white tape, and you want to fold it over this side, the top first, all the way down. And then what you'd want to do after that is then take another long piece and like do it all the way down through this side too. So you just have these two sides covered in tape. And then what you're going to do after that is take another long strip of white tape and just bring it on one side of the saber, and then you do that to the other side like this. And then after you do that, you'd want to work on the tip, which you just want to fold over. As you could tell, mine's horrible, and I don't use like those little tips they provide, because I find those to be heavier, and so I don't really like it. So what you would do, make a tip like this if you don't have one. If you do have one, just put it on and cover it with white tape. But if you don't have one, like, or don't want to use one, what you would do is you would fold black tape this way and this way, and just overlap them until it comes out pretty thick. And then you'd want to do that a few times with the white tape, and then you just want to wrap the white tape around this part. So that's not too difficult. And then what you'd want to do over here is you'd want to tape a white tape mark right here, just to keep the tape in place that you place throughout here. And yeah, this is your like third tape, or your spotter tape. This is your third tape. So what you want to do with your spotter tape is that if you want to measure out where your spotter is, it's usually where the balance of the saber is. So if you hold it on 2 fingers and it balances good, then that's where you should put your spotting tape, because this is where the center of the weight is, and this is where you tell where this tape, like where you watched when it goes spinning in the air. And then this one, you just want to at least measure at least like a foot between here and the tip. So that's not too difficult. As for the hilt, if you have one of these like hilt guards on, if you want, you could tape through here. You don't have to, but I just do it anyway. And then right here, like once you take the hilt guard off and all the tape, is a screw, and you just have to tighten it. If you notice your saber moves or like makes a clinging sound. So yeah, it's not too difficult. So let's just go through the process, and I will do my best to like show you as slow as I can, but I won't be talking through it. So yeah, let's get started with that now. So this is my finished Sabre. If you look closely, I made a lot of like air bubbles. You want to do your best and take your time not to do that because it just makes it look more clean, but I was on like a really limited amount of time because this camera keeps dying and like it like literally eats batteries. So I made a lot of air bubbles, but you just want to like take your time and do it, then it'll work out better in the end. But yeah, I hope you guys like this tutorial type thing. I know there's not very many videos of how to tape sabers on YouTube because everybody does it their different ways. But yeah, that's how your saber should look like this once it focuses. And yeah, like I said, just take your time and try not to get so many air bubbles. I just have so many because set amount of time because of the camera eating batteries. But yeah, if you guys like this video, be sure to like it and such. And if you have any more requests on how to do other things, like maybe how to tape your saber differently or like any more tutorial type things, I would be happy to try and do those for you. So yeah, leave me comments and let me know what you want to see next. I guess I will see you guys next time. Bye!